Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been your True Nerd, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where you join me in not quite the universe you've left. Basically, what happened was, I sat down to record this part, and I recorded about half an hour of it, and then my computer crashed. And as a result of that computer crash, unfortunately, I was maybe a little bit lazy with some of my saving, and I was maybe just doing quite a lot of quick saving and not a lot of anything else. So unfortunately, while I was able to get back to the point where the computer crashed, I lost the recording, and it's completely unrecoverable. There's no way to get that back. Basically, if a computer crashes while Shadow Player's recording, the whole thing just dies, doesn't work anymore. Luckily, not a huge amount happened in that half an hour, so in many ways, this is just more efficient. The changes are as follows. Basically, our new chappie over here, Scalpite, I just basically gave him a couple of Death Runners and a couple of Plague Monks, but he's still actually training up his army, so he hasn't gone anywhere yet. Itza, who invaded, they were able to walk through Axotl. Honestly, I barely was able to do anything to defend against Axotl whatsoever, but they sacked it, they didn't actually take it, and then they just walked up the road, took the mouth of Quaverza, and now they're just heading north into undead territory. So not a huge amount of change there either. Fortunately, the Moon Lizard people did actually want peace, so we've got temporary peace with them, meaning that this territory around here can just basically sit there and not do anything particularly dramatic. We'll just move that up to level 3. Meanwhile, yes indeed, Chakwa, which used to be one of the territories actually held by Itza, just fell to us. We pretty much just walked straight in there. It did have walls, but honestly, it wasn't particularly a dramatic fight either, so we've just moved in there. That's just now a level 1 settlement again. Didn't want to waste the food actually moving in there, so we've just moved in there. So really, you've actually just skipped a couple of fights that weren't that desperately interesting. The really interesting thing happened over here in Teclis' land, but luckily, the actual big conclusion of that hasn't occurred yet. So again, this is all just efficient. Basically, yeah, Teclis' army turned out to be pretty darn tough, all things considered. A lot of stuff there, and they refused to take the bait of actually following Skrolk out when I was raiding Great Turtle Isle. So basically, I decided to actually bring Arkling ashore to assist. We've already sacked and destroyed Mud Isles. Again, I just auto-resolved that once you have not missed a battle there. So Skrolk is now going to finish off Great Turtle Isle itself. Absolutely flipping marvellous. While Arkling, who can of course move further and has actually the superior army, is going after Teclis, who appears to himself be going after the Sentinels of Zeti. So we've got the big dramatic showdown with Teclis here. Other than that, I don't think there's been any major changes. I'm very sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do. I've just spent an hour trying to recreate any of the footage. I cannot recreate any of the footage. I can get the audio back, but you probably don't want, like, you know, half an hour of audio against a black screen. So I figured out it's probably best we just pick up from where we are right now. But I should also point out the economy's still in pretty good shape, so as a result we've got some exciting full kind of, you know, tier 5 technology coming in Oixal, including in just 3 turns, the laboratory's done. So we're very close to the laboratory. You get to skip some of the waiting for the laboratory and skip straight to the Helpit abominations being just 3 turns away. So that's rather damn cool if I do say so myself. Speaking of which, straight back to Scalpite. I need to figure out what to actually put into your army, because ooh, we've got choices now. We've got a lot of choices, including, what's that? Is that a Doom Wheel? I think it flipping is. Together with Gutter Runner Poison now being available too, because I took the level 4 of that particular infantry building. So you guys are, yeah, you get poison on your melee and on your range automatically. That might not be the worst thing in the world. But also, yeah, I do like these guys. Death Glow Bombardiers. So yeah, more kind of anti-infantry bombardiers. That seems kind of cool. I mean, they've got a range of 94, which actually feels... Hang on, what's the range of... The range on you guys is 70, the range on you guys is 140. I mean, 94 feels pretty darn good. I think that's 90 or possibly 80 being boosted up by a couple of techs I've taken to increase your range. I mean, that's a nice flipping range. Plus anti-infantry, plus armor piercing. Yeah, you know what? Rather than actually taking the slingers, maybe I'll take you guys instead of slingers. That might be a nice kind of step up. Yeah, I'll take... Ooh. Okay, when I say I'll take, apparently we're a little bit shy on the old money front right now. I've maybe been spending money a little bit too liberally on some big upgrades. Citadel of Dusk, you don't really need to be level 3, like, immediately. That's fine. It's more important we actually get an army in production over here. Right, so, yeah, we'll definitely go for, I'd say... Now we've got a big bit of money in the kitty. Could go for a couple of you, and I don't mind having a couple of you either. Alternatively, actually, you know what? We probably just need to get some catapults in production. Yeah, let's just get some catapults coming along too. A couple of catapults are pretty nice. Like, honestly, I actually prefer the catapults to the warp lightning cannon. To me, it feels like the Plague Claw catapults just more consistently nail their targets and do a lot more damage. I'm not sure if there is a thing about accuracy, because it doesn't actually say anything about accuracy here, but it just feels to me like they're just a little bit better. I just prefer the Plague Claw. My assassin here can probably give up on dealing with Quetzal, which is still under the effects of plague. Though actually, interesting note, it does actually say when you go over to its units here, hang on. This garrison is suffering attrition as it's under siege. It's not under siege, as you can clearly see. But yeah, clearly they just haven't updated like the hover text that shows up there. So yeah, effectively, the game considers that this settlement is under siege. So the garrison is taking damage from the plague. Speaking of which, the plague is only there for one more turn. So actually, we're probably in a really good position for this force right here. Still loyalty 10 out of 10. Everything's fine there. You just basically move round over here, and then next turn, just be ready to move straight flipping in to Quetzal, because Quetzal's going to hopefully have a really, really badly damaged garrison. And there should be a nice, easy road straight up there. Yeah, that should be absolutely 100% fine. Lovely. Any chance you can recruit anything, by the way? No, there's literally nothing to recruit locally apart from Skaven slaves, because this place is just a crappy level 1 settlement. But rather than dealing with that any further, how about you? Yeah, we've got an assassin down here. 65% chance to kill the assassin with my assassin. And critical success. Okay. I mean, he was going to die anyway, but apparently that's a critical success. Maybe that just means you get more XP. I'm not actually sure. Right, up to the next level. What do we need to do? Let's focus on assassinating. There's definitely way more agents floating around this point, just because so many cities now have, like, tier 3 buildings, which tends to be where heroes are recruited from. So definitely worth having a good quality assassin on the field just to take them out. Notice this guy's actually got a couple of heroes in his army. If I could just take them out, that'd be flipping magnificent. Yeah, there they go. Those two bastards were pretty instrumental in actually being able to take Axolotl. If it hadn't been for them, I might have been able to hold the walls. And actually, they also might have done me a favour. Mouth of Quaversa used to be vampire-y and used to not belong to me. So that meant I couldn't ever actually have the exploitative planning this area because I didn't have the full province. They might have just handed me the province. That could work. Alright, I think that's all I can do for the time being. Priorities now. Teclis needs to basically be stopped from taking the Sentinels of Zeti. Or, if he does, it doesn't even matter. If he decides to walk into the Sentinels of Zeti and he takes it, but I put up a decent fight because there is a good garrison there and there are walls. There's walls at Chamber of Visions and Sentinels of Zeti. Doesn't really matter. He walks in there, that's fine. I get Great Turtle Isle, which is way more advanced and set up and whatever, and then I can basically just immediately starve him out or just take him on directly with Arkling. Should be 100% fine. Yeah, he's kind of pretty much accidentally backed himself into a corner there. Now, speaking of the Order of Lawmasters, yes indeed. Unsurprisingly, they're going straight in there, but they've not decided to try and push in by actually heading over with ladders or whatever. We just kind of, we keep getting a nice view of what's going on with Krokgar and Queek Headtaker. Basically, Queek seems to have way more territory, but for the most part seems to keep losing it. Krokgar's got a decent, proper army that's going around smashing down rats, but they just keep popping up as quickly as he can take them down. Queek is much more into guerrilla fighting with small forces of rats running around in march mode than the moment they're not being pursued going into raiding. Basically, he's being a really, really annoying git. And the Deadwood Sentinels want to chat to me. Okay, they want to trade. I'm happy to trade. More flipping money. Let's trade with some Dark Elves that I'm not directly at war with. Itza. Right, here's where things get interesting. So, I want that Carnosaur to keep heading north and not over. Good, heading north and not over to my island. Quite frankly, you want to head over there and cause trouble, you can head over there and cause trouble, because now you're just being hit by vampiric corruption. More flipping Itza agents. I need to eliminate these bastards. They are causing more and more flipping trouble. And oh dear, you're heading south. Right, in all fairness, if you take Jaqua, I honestly don't care, really. Like, as long as I just eliminate Itza or take out all their cities at this point, that's 100% fine. As for the Vampire Coast, surely they're going to send, they're going to send a good force down there trying to actually defend that area. Let's see what you can do. There we go. The Blood Swamps is now very well defended, and agents coming in who might be able to assault the garrison as well. I can't remember what abilities you have. What have you got there? Whatever it is, you did not quite have the movement points to try and pull it off. Unfortunate. So, situation. These guys have got Sentinels of Zeti under siege. Potentially they might choose to come in next turn. Even though in March mode I can't get close enough, but I can get pretty bloody close. Let's just head over here, see if we can just basically, yeah, get close enough to attack them next turn. Any chance you can... Ooh, can you make it there? You might just be able to get there in time. In which case, assault the units, 58% chance to succeed. Can you actually make it there this turn? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And success. Nice. Okay, and you've also got... Ooh... Lardy flipping dart. Okay, stealthy scourge. So apparently you have now done so many successful hero actions. You have now got 15% additional casualties inflicted when you actually go for an army. Let's have a look see at that army. Okay, you've done some good work there. You've significantly weakened some of their infantry. Good job. And if I do that again next turn, 15% extra on top. Very, very good indeed. Right, Teclis. One single solitary city remains. He's going for mine. I'm going straight for his. Great Turtle Isle is most definitely defended. Noble, tons of flipping, in fact, flipping loads of flipping sea guards and a whole bunch of archers and a tiny bit of artillery. But it's nothing we can't handle, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it used to have more before my Doom Engineer basically blew the hell out of them. So, in we flipping go. Great Turtle Isle. Now, according to this, I could just basically walk straight in. The game seems to think I might be able to walk straight in there, and would that not just be beautiful? Okay, one Great Eagle, bunch of archers. Other than that, nothing but Sea Guard. Now, Sea Guard are pretty good, but in a straight fight, honestly, anti-large, charge defense against large foes, not really gonna work well against me. I think I should just be able to walk straight in here with 10 bajillion Plague Monks, with a bit of support from my shielded guys basically just to keep everything safe. Yeah, I think we should be able to just pull this off. I mean, the nice thing about the Sea Guards is, yeah, their armor's actually pretty bloody low. They've only got 40 armor. The strength is the silver shields. They block 55% of all small arms fire. I'm not going to be using arms fire. I'm just going to be getting up in their faces with beautiful anti-infantry infantry. So these guys are basically specialised to take on large and stand up to being under attack from missiles. I'm not going to do either. I'm just going to run straight up to them with anti-infantry troops. Yeah, I think we can pull this off. And better, if I do pull this off, then as a result, Teclis doesn't have a flipping city anymore, and as a result, he's going to start taking attrition from not having a home. I will say, this is a bit of an interesting shaped battlefield. What exactly is going on here with this weird boxy shape? Here we go. Water right there. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice, in fact. I like this an awful flipping lot. Beautiful, great big sea walls and towers and a rainbow. A rainbow and some northern... Let's burn it all down. Let's burn it all down and then basically leave it as ruins. That'll be just marvellous. Now, the problem we've got here is there's not actually a huge amount of space to climb up onto these walls. No. There's really not much at all. Okay, I guess pretty much we're just going to be saying... everyone fall right back to the back to be as safe as possible at the very rear, and then we'll just draw what we actually need here. So, same trick as we've used before. The clan rats with shields can basically just run forwards and just absorb fire, because they've actually got shields, so that's absolutely fine. Then we just need that wall and... yeah, then we've got probably a wall, a double wall, then more around the side. We've got enough to basically just go straight in there. So... I'm just going to quickly lay out my Plague Monks, just charge in behind the cover of the shield rats. Right, start the battle, let's see what they're defending. And the answer is... pretty much everything, because obviously they can. Right, okay, I guess we just basically send you just walking forwards, everyone else start climbing. We should be alright. You can be... well, honestly, you can't provide much at all. Provide some support over on... where's the toughest side? There's... this is arguably a bit of a tougher side. Hang on, which side are you on? Ah, you're on this side already, fine. You guys, yeah, Skrolk, just head forward and provide a bit of cover. And as I was indeed hoping for, the Sea Guard have indeed basically wasted huge amounts of their arrow fire on clan rats holding shields. Which has basically given my Plague Monks a marvellous opportunity to pretty much just get forward mostly unhindered. In fact, even the towers have gone for this. Absolutely flipping marvellous. So, you guys just basically, yeah, take that fire. Everyone else get up onto the walls. This has worked very, very well indeed, I would say. Yeah, my Plague Monks appear to be in excellent shape, all things considered. Right, now, what else do we have round here? Skrolk's under fire. If Skrolk heads over here, there's no tower. Right, Skrolk, this is a lovely little dead spot for you to hide in. Well, that's just marvellous. What else do we have over here as well? Where's the bolt thrower? Let's just take that thing out as soon as possible. Is that at the back there? Yep, you know what? This here is the exact perfect use for flipping you guys. Oh, there's also a Great Eagle over there. That's fine. You just basically take these guys out. I don't want the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower actually doing anything, please. Thank you very much. Right, situation as it is right now. There are a bunch of flipping rats being sort of slightly chopped up here. That's a-okay. You guys, get over to here. You guys are now just getting on over to here. You guys over to here. You guys over to here. Skrolk, slap a wither down about here if you'd be so kind. Can you get a wither down there, please? Lovely! Everyone basically has no armor now, because the armor you did have was only like 40. So you guys get over there. Everyone get over there. Everyone basically into the flipping center. Right, and then we've got ourselves... yep, those guys have already run away. You guys may as well get up top at this point. You guys are doing some good work there. Do you actually want to actually bother getting on top of the thing? Ooh, I could actually summon in some Plague Monks. Have we actually taken that thing out? Yeah, good. We've destroyed the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Nice, that thing's not doing anything anymore. I tell you what, if you can, drop these guys in right here, and we'll use that to assassinate that noble. So just drop that, please. Yep, there we go. Right, you guys, the new lot, over here, go assassinate that noble. He's doing enough good work to shut him down. You guys, doing pretty nicely. I think we're ready for another wither at this point, whenever you're flipping ready, or also plague. Ooh, if you could, how far away can plague be cast? Ooh, that'd be a really nice spot for plague, by the way, because that's now armor piercing. So if you'd just like to cast that, like, literally right there, yeah, that'll do. Great big evil ghost rat. That's done some good stuff. Well done. Right, up to flipping 9. What else have we got there? We've got flipping Helm of Discord and Liber Bubonicus. Do you actually want to head up onto the walls, by the way? Yeah, go on then. Head up onto the walls. Just get up there any way you can. These guys are... because they're fading over time, they're not doing a great job. But now, my rats are just slowly clearing out this stuff. I think the towers are pretty much all in our possession at this point. You guys just get over there. If you can you just drop a wither on these guys, please? That would be marvellous if you could. Come on. Yeah, that'd do. Drop a wither, please. Any chance of a wither? Oh, he's just... I think he might be too far away. He's probably just trying to run over to get into position for that. That was quite far. Right, you guys are apparently all pretty much ready to go. You guys get over there. Feels to me like I've still got plenty of Plague Monks in good positions. And these guys are starting to fall apart pretty quickly. You get over here. You... actually, you know what? One of you just push straight through over here if you could be so kind. What have we got? Come on, we've got ourselves... actually, we can have another flipping plague in a second. Would you just have a flipping plague right about here? Here would be lovely if you'd just like to have another plague right there. Come on, Skrolk. Come on, Skrolk. Oh, they're getting kind of out of the way. Well, that's fine. I think this is still doing some really good armor-piercing damage to these bastards. I like Plague. Plague's my favourite new ability. Right, and those guys aren't desperately through. Oh, that's caused a massive, massive flipping mass rout. Oh, it's all shattered. It's all gone to hell. Oh, look at that. That single beautifully, perfectly placed plague. And that meant, and also, I'm pretty happy with taking out the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, because that would have caused a hell of a lot of annoying damage. They would have forced me to walk through withering fire from ages away. Oh, I'm thrilled with that. That was done pretty nicely. I'm really getting the hang of the old city battles at this point, I think. Right, job done. Right, decisive victory. Presumably gets me... oh. Gets me a bunch of food I don't actually need, so I should be capped out, or almost capped out to this point. Only 1,400 for flipping taking a capital of Teclis. I feel like that's a bit harsh. Skrolk up to 21. Good, he needs to keep leveling up to make sure no one else like Arkling gets any stupid ideas. So, decisive victory. And yeah, we don't want to have this place. We absolutely don't. We're just going to race it to the ground because it is uninhabitable for us. Burn it. Beautiful. And from that we get a Scepter of Stability. Marvellous indeed. Magic resistance. No, that's garbage. Don't need that. And also, enemy siege hold time -1. Ah, because you're apparently very good at doing that sort of thing. Right, level up, Skrolky Skrolk. What do we got for you? Ooh, yes. Don't forget new abilities. I like Plague 2. Plague 2's pretty good. Tell you what, I'll take, I'll take Power Drain. Winds of Magic Power Reserve +15. That strikes me as useful. Right, so you've already taken care of that. This whole area has now been destroyed. You now immediately start suffering attrition because you don't even have a home region anymore, so that's marvellous. Though, it tends to be really slow attrition. Like, they've still got 62 turns worth. Even like a damaged unit, there's still 31 turns before it does anything. You're ready to attack these guys next turn, that's fine. But we have completely taken out all of the original settlements here. Life is flipping good. Yes. Yes, it is. And food is not quite to waste because, yeah, I've gone up to 205 on account of taking this territory. But you're totally about to come and take this off me. But honestly, I don't care about you taking that. You want to take that? You're welcome to it. I'll come and take it back later. I'm more concerned with the Itza right now. Now, as for Quetzal. Quetzal is no longer affected by plague, which is absolutely beautiful. And Quetzal is also, yeah, part of the whole Itza situation. Let's just go over garrison details here. I can't see right now, but I assume we're fine. Also, Shriek is ready to be leveled up too. He's up to flipping 17. Anything else I can do? You know what? I'm going to go for Assassinate 3. Let's just get Assassinate up as far as possible in case that's required for anything. And while he's doing that, you know what? I think we're probably pretty safe for you to just pretty much walk straight in here. Because this area should be damaged. Also, sack value is pretty high, apparently. Your loyalty right now is keeping on that. 10 out of 10. Good. We're still doing good stuff with you. Follow the road over to there. Over to Quetzal. So Quetzal we can just... Oh, yeah. Already badly damaged. Screw it. I'm just going to walk straight in. We're just going to auto-resolve that. We probably barely even took a hit. Beautiful. So even more food. Just enough to basically get us up to 100%. Very, very good indeed. Money is, again, reasonable but not great. Could just move in and take it. I feel like I should just take Quetzal because, yeah, it's the other half of Axotl. So if I just basically move in at level 1 is fine. So move in. You're now up to, War Banner, very nice. We'll apply that to something. Reptile Thing Sacrifice. I swear I already had one of those, but whatever. An Itza agent is trying to come... An Itza agent, you say? 430 for... Oh dear. Right. Okay, kills the target hero, only 30% chance to succeed. With... That's really weird. Why? Why is that? You're supposed to be good at assassinating, Shriek. That's kind of your job. Okay, never mind. Let's actually ignore you then and just send you up here to look at this guy. Because apparently you're much better at... Why can you not assault that unit? That's... Wait, what? Am I under the effect of some form of penalty to hero success chance right now? I don't see one. I'm just not sure why suddenly he seems to be much flipping worse. I swear he used to be getting, like, just last turn, he was getting, like, 75% against these exact units. Hang on, I'm just going to save and reload to see if it fixes it. Right. Reload. Try again. 31%. Why is the base chance... The base chance is not 35% with my hero's effect at -2. Because my hero's really damn good at his job. But for some reason today he's decided he doesn't fancy being. Which is just weird. But okay, fine. Maybe we'll try again next time. Just leave Chakra alone. Because Chakra's clearly a bit in trouble here. Oh, sorry. I thought Quetzal was... No, that's not Quetzal. That's the mouth of Quaverza. Right, okay. Well, we'll move into the mouth of Quaverza next, alright? Let's get this thing up to level 2. This place can be up to level 2. We might actually be able to defend this place a little bit here. Itza's the important one. Let's just focus on Itza. Though Abskit just keeps gaining more and more skills. Beautiful. Obviously, we want him to have evasion so we can unlock the elite spells. And nothing to do with Scalpite yet, because he's still 1 turn away from getting his new army up and running. Though he is now up to 9 out of 10 from all of this training. Beautiful. Right, that's probably all we can do for the time being, because, yeah, Chakwa we might just lose. That's fine. Honestly, don't care if we lose Chakwa. We're pretty much now just following around Itza, mopping up everything that used to belong to them, slowly starving them out. Now, as for the The Lawmasters did not decide to attack. They felt uncomfortable attacking until they had siege equipment. And that's going to be their undoing, because now they need to take on my army at the same time as the garrison. They're going to be so flipping screwed. Oh, Teclis. Oh, Teclis, you poor bastard. You've made a horrible, horrible mistake. You should have just turtled in Great Turtle Isle and cowered like a coward. And it does rather appear that Queek Headtaker, for some reason, essentially just hates flipping Wood Elves and wants them got rid of. And indeed, yeah, he's moved in and he's just looted it. He's just ransacked. He's just carried off the trees, I guess. Oh, hello. Itza wants to talk. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, I've made the mistake of making peace with you because I thought you were about done and just an unimportant faction in the past. You don't get to live this time. And the priest is... Oh! Oh dear, the priest has wounded my assassin. So, sadly, Skrolk is out of the game for a short while. That guy's just walking into my territory, which I'll admit I'm not 100% thrilled about. The thing is... Ooh... I've made peace with him not long ago. You are now just... Ah, that army's looking dodgy. I think that army might have tried to go into the blood swamps, but actually not done so hot. I think they are actually looking pretty screwed. We might have the opportunity to finish them off once and for all here. And Lothern completes their ritual too. Marvellous. And, ooh, Lothern continues to confederate. I think that's the second confederation they've got. And you have been wounded. A level 4 character. A level 4 character with 1 campaign skill wounded you. Okay, Skrolk, I'm feeling like that's just quite frankly embarrassing. And also Arachnos has been destroyed, probably by the dwarves over in the Southlands. Fine. Unfortunately, not sure how long it's going to be until Skrolk makes his reappearance. He's not showing up in the list of heroes with like a little timer against him. He's just somewhere. Ooh, but I could get an extra Warlock Engineer. Ooh, okay. Neither of them have got the best things in the world, but screw it. Yeah, apparently I've got, assassins. I could have 3 on the field. I've only got 2, Vomik and Skrolk, albeit Skrolk is currently wounded. Warlock, I could have an extra guy. I probably should at some point, but not quite this second. Now, focus on the important stuff. I believe... Oh, yeah. Oh, you just had your arse handed to you. Oh, flipping dear. Oh, life's not looking so hot now. In fact, you've got literally no flipping infantry left. It's nothing but cavalry, flyers, and monsters. Not one thing can climb walls in a city. Oh, that's unfortunate for you, isn't it? That's very flipping unfortunate. I don't like this guy. If I was to attack this guy... Okay, hang on. If I was to attack you... The game is not saying, oh no, you definitely must not do that because it's too soon. So I'd say... We're pretty safe to actually move over in that direction to meet this guy. I wouldn't mind just basically clearing him out a bit, because, yeah. We would like to go and get his territory at some point. It is a ritual resource site. Arguably, it's more important than moving over to the mouth of Quivisa. Though actually, ooh. If the undead make it to the mouth of Quivisa before me, I've lost my opportunity to just basically go and have it, and have this province, and put it over to exploitative planning. Which would be nice. Unquestionably that would be nice. But if I basically walk away, I'm walking away from a big army. His is now the more threatening army. I would say we're safer basically just heading straight flipping back over towards him. Yeah, just head in that direction. And I'm guessing there's nothing... Okay, what can we see about you? We can see... No, that's not what I was interested in, thank you. Hang on, come out of that. Your army includes some Kroxigors. Okay, well if Kroxigors are included, then how about I just basically pick up some... It's not perfect, but Clanrat Spears will at least do an okay job on a temporary basis against Kroxigors. They'll be able to hold them in place while I get some better stuff into position, like providing cover for the Globadiers, who will do an excellent job against Kroxigors, but they need protection. And these guys, with charged defense against large foes and anti-large and meat shieldy, yeah, you know what? They'll do the flipping job. Or rather they won't, or rather I suppose they will, if the job is to stand there for a few seconds while we wait for the Globadiers to get into position. Right, Skrolk, time for you to basically... Ooh, actually, while we're out and about, Skrolk, would you like to just go and, like, pick up 1 extra... Ooh, a Sea Corpse. Everyone likes a Sea Corpse. You just go and get that, quite frankly. Shoot, I mean, what's Skrolk got to do other than that? Skrolk probably, at this point, after what he's done here, will probably want to use the underway to get back towards Oixel as quickly as possible, bypassing all of the stupid mountains, and then begin the second stage of the ritual. Because we're probably ready to do the second stage of the ritual at this point. So, I mean, we've picked up a lot of money from a lot of stuff on the sea right now. This guy needs to basically be heading over to Itza. You need to be heading home to... Or, actually, no, you don't. You need to be staying here by the Chamber of Visions. Right, okay, that's fine. In which case, you take your time, go for a nice sail, because you've got nothing else to be doing right now. Pick up this, pick up the other, then head back to land and recharge your army. But over here, in the meantime, you, back into stalking stance. You are so screwed. You are so flipping screwed right now. You're doing this with a garrison this big close by. You're doing this with Arkling, the best army in the entire world for the Skaven nearby. You're doing this inside a territory that's got flipping corruption 56%, so I've got menace below times probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, I'd guess. Oh, Teclis. This is the end for you stupid bastard. You know, we've already got food at pretty much max. I will give myself 1 extra charge. Yeah, 2 extra charges, why not? We'll get all this food back. So 6 charges of the menace below. My extremely competent army, including our Chemist Spark, my favourite guy in the world. Another Warlock Engineer, just showing up, because why the bloody hell not, eh? And a whole bunch of backup from, yeah, all of these guys. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 you're screwed. What have they even got? Like, handful of basic spearmen, loads of sea guards, basic archers. Just need to, yeah, use all of my menace below to eliminate the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, or rather the 2 of them. There is a chariot, but I think we can handle that. Yeah, let's get this done. This is the end of Teclis. Oh, and better and flipping better. They're stuck in the base of a valley, and we're up on a hill. Oh, life is good. Right, gamble if we're lucky. Go for a little bit extra magic than that. Yeah, we got a tiny bit extra. Actually, a little bit extra. 4 extra is quite nice. Yep, this is perfect. And we got reinforcements coming from over there too. Ah! And apparently we know where they're planning to be starting. I'm not sure why we'd know that. Like, they're defending... Oh, maybe because they're the ones who had us under siege, we get to see where they are choosing to begin. Okay, well, that's fine. Missile chariot over there for cavalry. Whole bunch of troops. Fine. Let's get ourselves nice and drawn up here. Right, let's just go into tactical view just to make sure we've got that all nice and happy. Yeah, we can actually have my artillery a little bit further back than that. Just a tiny bit further forward than that. Mind. Yeah, there we go. That's spot on. That's absolutely spot on. And then the Warp Lightning Cannon can immediately start going for that chariot, which I'm assuming is going to be large because it's cavalry and a chariot-y thing. That strikes me as a large sort of thing. Fine. So that's that placed correctly. So in which case we can now just basically put everything else in front of them. Right. Let's get the Warp Fire Throwers on one side and the Ogres on the other. Both ready to basically just get into a really nice position and charge around everyone. That is everyone aside from you guys. You guys have got yourselves... Ah, yes. You guys have now got ballistics calibration, but sadly you can't activate it immediately. But screw it. We'll just keep you at the back here ready to activate that, because that's quite frankly amazing. Start deployment. Other than that, you've just got your lightning, so we've never really invested in that. But ballistics deployment is flipping worth it. And then we've got Arkling over here, who's now got... Ah, yes, of course. You've now got flipping Crack's Call, which I've fully upgraded, and seems kind of hilarious. So... yeah, screw it. Let's just make sure you're nice and ready at the front to do that, because that kind of seems funny. We'll actually have you right over here, ready to do that when the opportunity presents itself. Right, start the battle, and in comes the flipping reinforcements. Now, are you guys planning to actually do anything? Oh, and everyone's firing. Good. Right, Warp Lightning Cannon. Let's just make sure you've got the right target here. I would like you to go for the chariot, please. The catapults, however, go for whatever you want. While you're starting on with that, I will basically head over here and just check what's actually coming in. And I'm going to guess the options. Ah, yes, of course, you guys have got yourselves flipping artillery as well. So they're going to start basically pelting us. That's absolutely fine. 11 seconds, we'll have our own flipping menace below ready to go. Then I can basically just get all of this stuff into here. That'll be absolutely fine. You guys, are you actually fully spawned in? Yeah. You know what, just wait. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for everyone to actually come in. And then we can basically have you guys just basically, yeah, just go forward. Everyone just basically push forward in that direction. And then we've got ourselves, you know what? I think I flipping see some stuff there. Let's just send my halberds out towards dealing with that. Menace below's ready to go. Deal with these guys. Right, that's you screwed because they've run ahead and left you behind. So soon as that becomes available... Beautiful. Right, okay. Now, no one else go for that, please. I would like... Yeah, that seems to be doing a good job over there. Everyone else, just... Now, the catapults, I mean. Oh, blimey. There's a lot of units to be controlled at this point. Everyone else, these guys are probably going to break. Let's focus instead on... Oh, yeah. Sword Masters of Hoeth. That'll flipping do. Those are pretty good units. And Sea Guard. They'll flipping do as well. You guys get over there. Are you starting to shoot at these guys? You probably flipping are as well, you sneaky bastard. Right, okay. You guys fall back, because I don't like the fact you're blatantly being shot at. So maybe just kind of pull back. You've got some good defense. You'll be alright for the time being. In comes some attacks there. And in comes all of the flipping stuff. And oh, you're not happy about that. Not happy about that in the slightest. And the Warp Lightning Cannon has... Oh, the Warp Lightning Cannon just completely flipping eliminated there. Okay, I like that thing now. Right, okay. Who else is around? There's Teclis. There's a Teclis at the back. Teclis, are you by any chance on a horse? You are on a horse! Oh, you're going to regret being on a horse. I'm now just going to basically start shooting you. Can you actually get a shot at that, by the way? Oh, he doesn't have a shot! Boo! Sadly, yeah, the angle seems to be a bit fiddly. Apparently you've got a shot at all of these guys. You just don't have a shot at Teclis. Which is odd. I feel like you kind of should have a shot at Teclis. Right, you know what? You just stop there and basically just take a shot at whatever you want. This is fine. At this point, anything that tries to come up the hill, we can deal with pretty easily. Because these guys are just being pelted into the ground. Who else have we got going on here? We've got... Actually, you know what? You've got new abilities. What have you got there? You've got the Scepter of Stability and a Charmed Shield. We've also got ourselves... Ah, yes, of course. Scorch and... Ooh. 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 Okay, that does seem fun. That does seem fun. If you're willing to hold still. How far can I aim that? Actually, pretty far. Pretty far. Okay. I'm just going to put one of them down right there. We're just going to see what happens to these guys right here. Because I feel like 2, 1, and... Oh, dear. Right, okay. You guys, by the way, I'd like you to not be in skirmish mode. I want that off. I want you to stand and fight, because I think you can actually just pull this off pretty easily. So these guys are pretty screwed. Just basically continue firing over there. And now these guys are now backing off. Take those guys. Right. We've got some stuff going on over here. We've got some... Yeah, you guys, basically, you're just the garrison. So I can basically just throw you away, because I know I'm not going to need you anytime soon. So, ooh. Did you guys manage to actually get firing again? Lardy flipping dar. Right, okay. You guys, just get over there. All of you guys, just basically get over there. You guys, get over here. Apparently there's just one of you. Just get over there as well. And whatever we've got on this side. Ah, yeah. Skaven Slave Slingers. Why don't you just get over there and just basically pelt into the back of these guys. And while we're doing that, let's just provide some distractions for you while you're just moving into position. Speaking of which, you guys, by the way, skirmish mode off, all of you into position. Now basically they cannot make it into me at all. No, they can't. Where's Teclis, by the way? Oh, he's trying to do something. He's trying to do something, but he's not thrilled by the whole situation. No, he's flipping not. Can't blame him. Right. Recalibrate the catapult. Oh, that reminds me. Hang on. You, my good man, activate your flipping... Oh, yes. Come on. Now we've got reloading times very fast. Oh, those are going down. My flipping slingers are just basically destroying everything. Hang on, what are you? There's something tough at the front here. Is it Teclis? Yeah, it's Teclis. Right, okay. Sorry, I missed that Teclis was sneaking up the hill at me there. Right. You, get over there. Deal with him. He's a horse. I feel like this is kind of your one job. You, get over there, take care of him. Everyone else, start basically moving forward and eliminating everyone. Because I feel like at this point we can pretty much just charge those guys. Those are the Sea Guards. If we just basically get on top of them with some really nice little Plague Monks, that'll be fine. So everyone just keep going over there. You guys, target these. You guys, target these. They're going to be surrounded momentarily. They're going to be screwed. In comes Storm Vermin with halberds. I feel like 2 Storm Vermin with halberds should be able to take care of you. Right. Over here. Speaking of which, before you actually get in touch with him, Arkling! I bet you can do some stuff to help those guys out, can't you? Like giving them death frenzy. Did you go for the wrong ones? No. Death frenzy to... You gave it to the wrong ones. No, stop it, stop. Never mind, it's fine. Well, I guess technically it is good that you're kind of, you know, getting on top of these guys, and now into him. You guys just back off, please, because I don't see any reason why you should actually be getting involved. And now, oh yeah, Teclis does not like being surrounded by specialist anti-large armor-piercing stuff. No, he most certainly does not. He's got plenty of armor on him, by the way, but it's not going to last. It's not going to flipping last. Okay, meanwhile, my forces are just chasing his straight down the hill. You guys, get over here. Just deal with all of this. One of you, get over there. One of you, get over there. There's more in the hills yet, but those guys are now basically shattered. Beautiful. No, don't hit your own guys in the back, please. Get over there. There's another Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower over there. Fine. You guys just get over there. You guys get over here. Right. That's all going pretty nicely. These guys seem to be holding on pretty well. Not for much longer, mind. How's Teclis doing, by the way? He's probably doing pretty badly at the minute. Oh, dear. Is he shattered? I think he's pretty shattered. And we have won. Right. Now, he'll probably make a run for it. Don't stop just yet. Let's make sure we take out as much as we flipping can before he actually manages to get away from here, because he'll probably not cease to exist. And if you can, actually, send the ogres in. I want Teclis wounded or ideally dead, because I don't want him still around. He's kind of trapped, isn't he? Yeah, he seems to be pretty trapped, down to 300 hit points. Oh, in we go. In we flipping go. In we flipping go. Send in the ogres. Send in the ogres to finish off the job, please. Ogres to finish off the job. In they flipping come. Just punch him a bit. And there he is. Enemy Lord wounded. And he's not got a city to actually recharge against. Nope. No, he does not. Lovely. And the slingers can just weaken this army a bit more, because I feel like these guys are going to be back yet. Right, anyone else still around who I might be able to do a good job with? These guys seem to be incredibly flimsy. At this point, this army very likely would be incapable of actually taking on even a basic level 1 garrison, now that Teclis is definitely dead. There's also over there. You know what? You're strong enough to potentially pose some form of a threat. So why don't we just quickly send you some reinforcements in, just to basically make sure they go down nice. Right. I would say, with a few extra slings coming in just to clear off those guys. 2. Good enough. Good a flipping enough. Decisive victory. Happy with that. Good to see that happening. So, the survivors are 124 guys, but we've taken out what looks like all of the artillery, most of his infantry. Decisive victory indeed. Presumably I get myself a fair bit of money for that. Yep, a fair bit of food there. 7 food comes in. Money's got to be decent. Oh, 3,000 for defeating Teclis himself. Obviously, you go up to level 15. What to do with the survivors? I would say probably... Yeah, let's just eat them. Let's eat them because we need you to basically get back to home territory sooner rather than later. So eat them just to basically deal with that. And Teclis is, unfortunately, not dead. We've just gained a Shrieking Blade, though. That seems kind of fun. Now, what have you got left? Very flipping little. I'd say this is it. That's all they've got left. And it's Arendir who's apparently running the show right now. Well, that's okay. Arendir, good flipping luck filling in for Teclis, because I feel like it's not going to work out well for you. We've also managed to flipping ambush them. Now, the easiest way to make sure they go down to my mind is to auto-resolve. That seems to pretty much guarantee overwhelming victories lead to no survivors. So, more food coming in, a whole 1, and we just continue eating them, because apparently they were really tasty and nutritious, because now we get a flipping ton, and the Order of Lawmasters is done. Very nice indeed. We have finished the bastards off for good. Teclis, taken care of, not coming back. Right, time to get you back to friendly territory. Fastest way to do that will just be to, hang on, put you into march mode for this turn and move you way over here. And we probably want we probably want Vomik to join you. Though actually, There's not room for you there. Ah, this wasn't actually never originally Vomic's army. Fine. Vomic, you just stay here, actually, because you should join back up with Skrolk when he gets back onto land. So you just basically head north and keep an eye on things over there. Right. So that's fine. We'll use the underway to get back to our core territory faster next turn. And Alchemist Spark, understandably, has indeed leveled up because he's amazing. Oh, and we've also got the really good stuff here. Okay. Now we're into the advanced stuff. Range +2, +5, +9. I like that. Speed for artillery and missile units. I can probably do without that one. And don't worry about that either. Doom rockets. Okay, interesting. Splits into multiple projectiles. Okay, so basically he just fires a massive mortar thing. I like the idea of him firing a massive mortar thing. Yeah, I think we're going to let him have Doom rocket. That doesn't kill him, right? No, it is just a Doom rocket. He's not strapped to it. Rats are mad, they're not that mad. And with this giant pile of money, Scalpite, I'd say you're in a good position to potentially train some new troops going on here. So, we've got plenty of, nice solid halberds for dealing with cavalry and large. We've got a potentially slightly soft, squishy front line, to be honest. Potentially, I wouldn't mind just tossing some extra Plague Monks in there. I like Plague Monks. I think they do a good job. You know what? Gutter Runner Slingers with poison, just for a little bit of extra stuff, potentially, on the back of the front line there. I could deal with that. I think I could deal with that. Though, actually, if I wanted something that took 2 turns, I could begin it this turn. That might be worth considering. Do I have enough front line here? Yeah, I feel like I do actually have enough front line. And I've got some artillery at the back. And then next turn, I'll probably want... Actually... I would like some ogres in this army. Fine, and ogres do take 2 turns. Fine. Let's get double ogre in production. Okay, that's going to take 2 turns to be completed. But I do also hold, Gutter Runner Slinger's still pretty darn good. So let's get 2 of them in production at the same time. That gets me up to 17. Next turn I'll very conveniently have the capacity to train 2 things because the ogres will still be in production. But that just gives me the ability to train a brand new hero. And I think I know exactly the hero I want. A Warlock Engineer. A flipping Warlock Engineer, because Warlock Engineers are amazing. Also, I probably don't want another one called a Chemist Spark. That probably would be a bit confusing. Also, apparently they start at rank 5 because of all the various bonuses I've taken. Well, that's flipping nice. Yeah, we're having him. We've got to have one of them. Right, so you, if you can, embed yourself immediately in this army. Thank you very much. Just get in there. Thank you. And you are straight away rank 5, which is fantastic. Probably we want to, have an increased mobility. Increased mobility. Just take that as 1. That's 5, 10, then 15. Standardized firing. Yep, that's fine. And then arms dealer is ammunition. Triangulation is missile damage up. Yeah, let's take still 1 more perk. Ooh. Ooh. Do I want the mobility or the triangulation for 7%? Because that leads into ballistics calibration faster. How many do I have to take for that? I have to take 4 skill points. I've only taken 1. I'll take the mobility. Take the mobility now. The mobility is a really good investment. And then, very soon, that's going to be a really nice little army. And of course, Arkling has leveled up apparently twice from what he just did, which is flipping marvellous. Now, Arkling, you are travelling around with quite a few little bits of artillery, aren't you? Yes, with the Plague Claw catapults, or alternatively just for pack leader. That's just for clan rats. Leave those. Respected and feared is Death Runner, Storm Vermin, Plague Monks. That's weapon strength. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that. Let's just get your army a little bit more powerful because you don't really have much invested in your army right now, so that's fine. Now, what have we got going on over here? And Chant. Sorry, I always forget about Chant. I've just sent him on a journey north to go and explore the Southlands. He's just going up there to figure out what's what. Also, apparently the Fortress of Dawn has decided to declare war on me. I see no reason why they would. Maybe they just have because they know I exist. But, alright, fine. Everyone's decided to join in. If they do decide to send anything down south, maybe I'll just kind of put some extra troops going on in the Citadel of Dust just to make sure they don't cause any trouble. Because right now we don't have anything in that part of the world. Now, Itza. Currently on the ropes, having made some very bad decisions and sent their 1 decent army to try and take on something vastly, vastly better. What's your plan exactly? You don't appear to have one. Right. You meanwhile are... What is your deal? Why are you there? What is going on? I mean, I guess possibly you are just trying to get through to your own territory. I think they do actually have, yeah, they have some territory over there, but this doesn't feel like the right way to go to get there. The Vampire Coast, meanwhile, is, oh, are you giving chase? You're giving chase, getting, oh no. No, you're not. They're going for flipping the mouth of Quaversa, unfortunately. They're going to get it back. Well, that's a shame. I kind of felt like I needed to prioritise getting hold of the moon lizards just in case they cause trouble. So sadly, they are going to get mouth of Quaversa back. But that's fine. They've always been good friends to me. I've got no problem with them having it, really. Aside from the vampiric corruption, which is annoying. And Skrolk's grand holiday continues. He's picked up a talisman of protection at 2,500 gold. And actually can get straight over to the next thing as well. Marvellous. That means the turn after that, he can actually head for home. Beautiful. Over to Mysterious and Slightly Sinister Island, where he's picked up either Shiny Boots and Fresh Recruits or Mushroom Stew. Okay. Boost morale, army-wide regeneration and movement, or increases... movement range. I'll take movement range. So Favorer wins 25% campaign movement range for 10 turns, and also 1,500 in the treasury. Marvellous. Now, there is another thing up there, but that's a little bit too far up. Really, Skrolk should be heading back towards the Chamber of Visions. Because you, my good man, need to go over into the Underway. I like the Underway. The Underway's good. Right, so that means you can just basically get your way over to here. That will flipping do. Right, so we've skipped under one set of mountains straight away there, and we'll be able to get back to, Subatan or Oixel itself momentarily. And, you will also be heading back over to the Chamber of Visions in a moment too. Spot on. Now, what are we going to do with this guy? So we got these guys right flipping here. Can't help but notice, causing me a little bit of trouble, these guys. And I'm worried by these guys. Should I prioritise sending Arkling north to eliminate Itza? I can't put off the ritual forever. Sooner or later, I'm just going to have to damn do the thing. I mean, is this army good enough to... That army's probably good enough to actually go on to Itza. Yeah, you know what? Going to Itza is going to be left over to Abskit, who's still 10 out of 10 on the old loyalty front. Hopefully, he can handle that. Why are you going this way? Probably because he's at war with Quitax. But if he is at war with Quitax, then he's at war with one of my own flipping actual allies. No, I'm going to save my ally. I'm going to save my own ally right now. Making this attack as an act of war? Yes, yes, it is. Oh, gosh darn it. It's still too soon. It is still too soon. Fine. In which case, do not do that. Go into march stance. Head south. Just go and find your way down towards Itza. Let's take Itza's final settlement off them, because right now they've got no friendly territory. So, no way whatever. Oh, dear. In fact, they've got so little, because they've got nothing left but stuff where there's small numbers. So their entire army is, what? About 40 to 50 people. I'd say they're probably about, 40 people makes up their entire army in the world right now. I mean, they're good people, but not sure they're going to be able to pull it off, to be honest. And at the end of this quiet turn, do not forget, yes indeed, one, you just quickly merge into that army, please. Thank you. So that's up to 18. And then just 2 more units. What do I want? Do I want some more? I mean, I've already got these guys, the Deathglow Bombardiers on the front line, joining up with the Gutter Runner Slinger. So probably I could just do with a little bit more infantry. And I find a good, reliable infantry, just to take the line, is indeed Plague Monks. Up to 20. Happy with that army. I think that's a really nice army right there. Except for one unfortunate thing, which I feel we do need to acknowledge. Oh, the Hell Pit Abomination just became available. But I kind of want this army... Where's this army going now? Now that the Itch situation is being handled. This army is probably the army that's heading north to go and deal with the lizards. So, I wouldn't mind them going sooner rather than later. Fine. Okay. We will give a Hell Pit Abomination a go. But it will be part of the very slight upcoming rebuild, I would say, of Arkling's forces or maybe Lord Skrolk. So Skrolk kind of needs the rebuild more urgently, to be honest. So we will add that into somebody else. I mean, there will be Hell Pit Abominations coming soon. It's ready. It's all flipping ready. Speaking of which, screw it. We've got the money. Let's actually get Oixel up to flipping level 5. Chained sentry beats. So if anyone does attack this place, they will actually have to come up against all sorts of nightmares, including Doom Rocket Towers. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the idea of Doom Rocket Towers. Right, any movement from anyone we know. Nice to see the Lawmaster's not even showing up anymore. Crockguard just kind of, chilling out close by the Queek. Just clearly running around with the vastly superior army, but he just can't pin the bastards down. Poor thing. Yep, right there, Queek Headtaker's just flipping burnt the Serpent Coast to the ground. Blimey. And speaking of some of the elves, they really didn't like us. Wait, that wasn't even the flipping Citadel of Dawn. That was the guys from the island down on the very flipping south of the map. The very flipping southeast. They've decided to, alright, fight. That's what they want to do, is it? Alright, okay. Oh, please don't win. Don't win. You can't possibly win. And these guys are... Yeah, as I thought, they're going over to the sky and not to me. And it's 3 turns before I'm allowed to declare war on them without there being a fairly major reputation penalty for literally everyone in the world, which definitely is worth considering, therefore. Now, is the Vampire Coast going to be... No, the Vampire Coast is not going to be clever enough to actually just move in. They've taken that back, unsurprisingly. But if they just cleaned out Itza once and for all, there'd be no Itza. But screw it. Aww. Poor flipping wood elves that Queek just keeps going over and bullying for no reason. Right, and Arkling has made it via the underway back to Oixel much faster than it would have taken to go all the way around. Very, very nice indeed. Meanwhile, thanks to 25% movement speed, you should... Ooh! Hello! What's going on here? Why are you taking damage? Were you just in a storm or something? Ah! You were in a reef, were you? Oh, well, that's annoying. Well, get onto flipping ground. You can make it there right now. There you go, back onto ground, and would you believe your old friend Vomit the Contagious is waiting to join up with you, thus giving you all your flipping health back. And also, another pet wolf rat has just been handed over for no well-explained reason. Next turn, you'll be able to make it to the Chamber of Visions. You'll be able to make it back to Oixel, and pretty much you'll be close by enough to actually help out these guys, though. These guys have got one hell of a garrison if need be now. These guys should be able to take care of themselves, just for the minute. That's back in vampire hands. None of that belongs to these guys anymore. These guys are just taking more and more flipping damage from, yeah, actually, vampiric corruption, and momentarily, they won't have any flipping towns anymore, because if I'm very, very lucky indeed... Can I just make it there? I really hope I can. Hopefully. Yes. Nice. Now... Technically, ooh, we've also got ourselves a banner here to hand over. Hang on, what's that banner? That is leadership +5 for... Okay, something that's going to be on the front line. Screw it. We'll just kind of hand that over to one of our actual... Yep, there we are. Now we've got, yeah, missile damage down and leadership +5 for you guys. Now, I do not want to go into this fight. I would rather they came out for me. Now, this is still not going to be the easiest thing in the world. It's going to be much easier than it was last time, because, yeah, I've actually got some much better quality troops. I've got, yeah, they may have flipping Cold One Riders and Feral Stegodons, and also Crocsgores. I have some actual flipping Poison Wind Globadiers. So, those are actually good at dealing with Armoured Large. That's manageable. Okay, we've just got to... Hold position, let them come to me. I strongly suspect they're coming to me. Bloody hell, it's as well guarded though. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say that is enough for now. I'm going to call it a part there. But next time, we begin the second ritual, and then probably should go straight on to the third, quite frankly, because we'll be ready for the third, like, you know, when we're a quarter of the way through the second. So that's fine. We should probably speed that up and maybe do the second followed immediately by the third. But that's okay. That just provides giant, big old piles of money. And probably, I imagine, the chaos situation's about to get a lot worse. Down in the south, things might be a little bit more risky than I was expecting. Unfortunately, these bastards have come over from all the way over bloody here just to come and invade the flipping Citadel of Dusk, which quite frankly feels unreasonable to me. In fact, actually, this could be dangerous. I don't really have anything in the way of training facilities around here. Right, this could be... tricky. We might have to deal with that next time, ladies and gentlemen, where I've actually got a flipping counter-invasion by the elves right in the middle of our flipping heartland, and I am not keen on that in the slightest. No, not at all. We'll have to see how we deal with that, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Total War Warhammer 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.